IELTS Reading Lesson 8 Short Answer Questions. On this video course for IELTS Reading, I've been looking at these question types. I consider there to be 9 types of question in the reading test, and we've looked at 7 of these in the lessons already. The only 2 that I haven't done are 7 and 9, matching sentence endings and short answer questions. In this lesson now, we're going to look at short answer questions. And this is a quick lesson because I consider this type of question to be quite easy. We're just giving an answer to a question. It's the most normal type of question you could ever expect. You're just answering what the question asks you. And we're also going to use the same method or technique that we always use. If you've done the other lessons on this video course, you'll know this technique already. I call it the keyword technique. And if you want more information about that technique, look at lesson 2. I explained it in detail in lesson 2, and I've used the keyword technique in every lesson. This is what we really use to find any answer in the reading test. Let's move on and try this short answer question type using the example test attached next to this video lesson. So print that worksheet and try the test. It's very quick, this one, because I don't think we need to do much work on this type of question. Print the worksheet, have a go at the test, and then follow through my answers on the rest of this video. So hopefully you've got the test next to you and you've tried it. Let's look now at how we get the correct answers. The first thing we always do is look at the title of the passage. In this case, it is Understanding Humour. So we know that this passage is going to be about the topic of humour, funny things. Then we don't read the whole passage. We never do that. We go straight to the first question. And in this case, of course, we're looking at short answer questions, and they just want one word for your answer for each question. There are only 2 questions and they're both quite easy. So let's look at the first one now. Which group of theories about humour describe it as being good for us? As usual, I've underlined the keywords. This is the keyword technique. Keywords that I want to search for. So I'm going to search for group of theories about humour and then being good for us. We go to the passage and read at normal speed from the beginning. We're not skimming and scanning. We're just going to read at normal speed until we find a group of theories that are good for us. Many theories, we haven't found a group yet, but theories is mentioned, exist about what humour is and what social function it serves. The prevailing types of theories, that could mean the same as group of theories or groups, attempting to account for the existence of humour include psychological theories. There's our first group or type of theories, the vast majority of which consider humour-induced behaviour to be very healthy. I think we've got the answer already. Very healthy can mean good for you. If you read the rest, hopefully we won't find anything that changes our answer. Spiritual theories, that's another type of theory or group, which may, for instance, consider humour to be a gift from God. A gift from God doesn't mean that it's necessarily good for you. It's not obvious that that has the same meaning. And theories which consider humour to be an unexplainable mystery, very much like a mystical experience. Well, the unexplainable mystery doesn't mean it's good for you. So I think we've got the answer with psychological theories. Let's go back to the question. Which group of theories about humour describe it as being good for us? Well, the group of theories was the types, and good for us was very healthy. And the answer, psychological. Remember, we're only allowed one word, so that one word must be psychological. Remember, if you write 2 words, for example, psychological theories, your answer will be marked wrong. You must follow the instructions and put one word only. Let's move on now to the second question. Number 2. What function did comedy have in the royal courts of the past? Again, we'll underline some keywords in here. Function of comedy and royal courts of the past. We're looking for the meaning, the use or function of comedy in these royal courts in the past. Let's go back to the passage. And we needed to go on to paragraph 3 to find this answer. There was nothing in paragraph 2, so I've skipped that. Paragraph 3. As with any art form, the acceptance of a particular style or incidence of humour depends on sociological factors and varies from person to person. Throughout history, I'm underlining that because that means the same as in the past, comedy has been used as a form of entertainment all over the world, whether in the courts of the Western kings, that means the same as in royal courts. So I think we found where the answer is. We'll just read to the end. Or the villages of the Far East. Both a social etiquette and a certain intelligence can be displayed through forms of wit and sarcasm. So back to throughout history and in the royal courts, in the courts of the Western kings. We've found where the answer is, but let's just check the question. Always check back to the question to make sure you know what you're looking for. What function did comedy have in the royal courts in the past? We've found the royal courts, we've found of the past, but we're looking for the function of comedy. We haven't found that yet, so we need one word that is the function of comedy. Back to the passage. Let's read that part again. Throughout history, comedy has been used. The function of comedy has been used as a form of entertainment all over the world. The function then is a form of entertainment, but we're only allowed one word, so which word out of that phrase should we choose? What has comedy been used as? Well, I think we have to put the word entertainment. Let's go back to the question. The function of comedy in the past, the answer, entertainment, of course. One word only, remember again. Now, that's the end of that exercise, but let's quickly look at short answer questions and what we've done. We used the keyword technique as usual, and we found the answers by reading the passage at normal speed in order, looking for those keywords, finding them, and then being careful to choose one word only, following the instructions. Quite easy. It's an easy type of question, and it isn't very common either, so you won't see this kind of question as much as some of the other types. Let's do what we usually do to finish the lesson off and do a keyword table with these important words and phrases that helped us to get the answers. So here's my keyword table for this lesson. In the question, group of theories about humour, and we found in the passage types of theories about humour. Good for us, very healthy. What function did comedy have? Comedy has been used as. Royal courts, courts of the Western kings, of the past, throughout history. I always make a keyword table after practicing any IELTS reading test because I think it helps you to focus on how it's all about finding vocabulary to get the correct answers. That's the end of this lesson then, and in the next lesson we'll do our last IELTS reading lesson about matching sentence endings questions.